you how you're going to make the perfect business model. You're going to make the model and you're going to make the pattern to help yourself perhaps take your career to the next level, or maybe even choose a different career. I don't know what that's going to be. We all need to set goals. And it's not just a matter of thinking about it. You need to write it down. You need to set a long-term goal, then a mid-term goal, then a partway there goal, and you need to just break it down. Because if you don't plan, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You really need to know where you're going. May I strongly recommend, as a beginning place for goal setting, score.org. I'm real serious about it. They've changed their website. It's way more user-friendly than it used to be. I discovered score.org about 10 years ago on the IRS's website. So the federal government approves and sanctions this. And SCORE has local offices in various different regions. If in the process of making your business plan, you need a little mentoring, you can go there, and there are people for free that will sit down with you and help you get out of the rut that you're in. Really nice people. But when you deal with the score.org goal-setting model, as I say, it used to be that you had to read this and figure out how to do it yourself. It's now more like TurboTax. Have any of you done your taxes on TurboTax? Where you plug in what you want, you answer specific questions, and it kind of thinks for you and helps you do your goal setting. You really do need to know where you're going. I was talking to a friend a short time ago, and he was saying that he makes some major changes once every 3 years. Another friend of his makes some major changes once every 7. I've decided that I'm on an 11-year cycle. So basically 3 times in my life, I've sat down and done a goal-setting workshop for myself. Okay. You have to ask yourself, where do you want to be in 20 years? And I'm not just talking to the teenagers in class. I'm really not. Hey, I'm on Social Security too. Okay? Where I want to be in 20 years, I want to be kicked back poolside with my cabana boy bringing me a tall lemonade. Maybe a foot massage, whatever. You know, I just want to be taking life easy, perhaps be consulted for my words of wisdom or whatever. Playing with my grandkids or great-grandkids would probably be at that time, and life will be simple. But I had to figure out how to get to that position. How many of you remember taking classes with me way back in the old days when I worked for a different employer? Okay? I've been teaching real estate now for 18 years, and about 5 years ago, when I decided it was no longer a good fit with my previous employer and I had to go on my own, I didn't have a clue as to what I was going to do. I just jumped and said, we'll figure it out next. That's a scary thing to do when you're on the other side of 60. It really is a scary thing to do. I thought about it for about a year. Then I sat down and did my own goal setting. Where do you want to be in 20 years? But then you have to break it down and take it back. What I want you all to do right now, very seriously, pause for just a moment, and somewhere in your book, right by there where it says where you want to be in 20 years, you don't share this with anybody. This is for you, okay? Write down where you want to be in 20 years.